Hi, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential, and today I'm sharing 3 tapes that completely changed my sewing. Let's get started. So these 3 tapes might not look massively exciting, but they will help you to achieve neat professional results on things that you do time and time again in your sewing. One of them I use to help me keep buttons and zips in place when I sew them. And then the other 2 help me to prevent curves from stretching out of shape in areas like armholes and necklines on both woven and stretch fabrics. Let me show you how I use them. So the first tape I want to talk to you about is this fantastic stuff. It's called Wonder Tape, and it is called Wonder Tape for a reason, because it is absolutely wonderful. And in fact, Vicky in our team just asked me which video I was doing today, and I told her, and she said, oh, Wonder Tape's one of those things, if I could just have miles and miles of it, I would never use pins. And it's so true. It's such a useful thing to be aware of. So the primary use where I like to use it is when I'm doing an invisible zip. And it just works so much better than pins when you're doing that. So if I'm doing an invisible zip with pins, I'll just show you how I would position that. I'm not being accurate with my positioning in terms of how far up the fabric it's going, but I'm just doing this as a bit of a demonstration to show you. You'd pin your zip tape to your fabric like so. And what tends to happen is the fabric, it doesn't pucker, but it becomes a bit wavy. The zip tape isn't sitting sort of perfectly flat against the fabric, and there's going to be a bit of movement and shifting as you sew that zip tape and as you remove the pins. And you've also got the hassle of removing the pins as you sew as well. And it does work, and it's, you know, it can be done. But you can see there what I'm talking about. We've got that sort of waviness on the fabric, and then we've got the hassle of removing the pins. If we're using a delicate fabric and we don't want to leave pin marks in it, Wonder Tape can be really great for that as well. And if we want to reposition it, sometimes you don't quite get the position right. You might realise that you've set it too high or too low. You've got to undo all of those pins to reposition it. Now, when we use Wonder Tape, life is a lot easier. So it's a double-sided tape, and we just stick it down onto the fabric like so. And you leave it on the fabric, sew everything in place, and then it just washes away over time. But if I just position that like so, then I just peel off the top layer. Sometimes it can be a bit fiddly. Oh, there we go, that was nice and easy. Peel away that top layer, and I'm not matching this zip up. I would obviously make sure that it was in the correct position if this was a real one. This is just for demonstration purposes, but we just position the zip like so along the seam, or along the seam allowance, and you can see how much flatter that's sitting than the side that's pinned. So we're going to get much more accuracy on that front. You know, we're not going to get movement like you will with the pins. I haven't got to remove the pins as I sew, which is, you know, another step to do and to worry about. And also, if I want to reposition that, I can just peel the zip tape off like so, and then if I wanted to position it lower down, I can just stick it back on, and it's a lot quicker and easier than doing the pins. And sometimes, you know, they're the sorts of things that can make you tempted to not bother having to undo all those pins. You might think, oh, it'll be all right, you know, but when you've got the Wonder Tape, it just makes life a lot easier. If you want to make any changes like that, you can just reposition it, unstick it, and reposition it, and it makes life a lot easier and makes it all much quicker and it's much flatter and easier to sew as well. One other place where I constantly use wonder tape is when I'm sewing buttons on, and I'm really lucky. I've got a button sewing foot on my sewing machine, and so if I want to use that, just positioning the button using a little square of the wonder tape makes everything really, really easy. It just helps me to keep it in position whilst I get the button sewing foot in position. And as much as I love a bit of hand sewing, it just helps me to speed through that process and sew lots and lots of buttons on very, very quickly. The next tape I want to show you is this Fusible bias tape by Vilene. So we do this in white and black, and it's a fusible tape that you can iron onto your fabric. It's about 1/2 inch wide, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see this, but there's a chain stitch that runs through the tape. And it's also, it curves nice and easily because it's a bias tape. So you can see there the chain stitch runs through close to one of the edges. And this is used as an alternative to stay stitching. So where you've got a curve like an armhole or a neckline, very often the pattern will tell you to stay stitch, which is sewing a line of stitches within the seam allowance. So if your seam allowance is 5/8, very often it will tell you to sew the stay stitching at 3/8 or 1/2 inch, so that that sits within the seam allowance. But there is an alternative, which is using this bias tape, which just irons on. And the way it works, you just position it so that that chain stitch will sit within the seam allowance, and you want to stitch just the other side of that chain stitch. So you want the widest part of the tape lined up with the raw edge of the fabric, or towards the raw edge of the fabric, and then the chain stitch away from the edge of the fabric. If you want to sew a 5/8 seam, this is a 1/2 inch wide tape, and the stay stitching is at about 4 millimeters. So you can always position it down slightly if you want that stay stitching to just be just within the seam allowance. But you just position it like so and work your way around the curves, pressing that in place. And then, once you've done that, you go ahead and sew your seam in the usual way, placing your stitches just on the other side of that chain stitch. And it's just a great alternative to stay stitching. And it's a really good way to prevent those armholes, necklines, anywhere where there's a curve or something's cut on the bias. It will just prevent that from stretching out of shape in woven fabrics. So I thought I'd just show you me pressing the tape into place, but I also just want to mention some other tips for when you're working with curves or things cut on the bias. Don't do what I'm doing now. Don't let your fabric hang off the edge. I'm just using my mini prim ironing board and mini iron here because I'm filming, but you don't want your fabric hanging off the edge because that can cause it to stretch rather. Avoid over handling it. And you might also want to use a walking foot, you know, if you're working on a bias, a piece that's cut on the bias, which means not on the straight of grain, but diagonally from that. But when you apply the tape, you just want to press it. Don't move the iron as if you're ironing. You are pressing here like we do in sewing all the time. So you're just gently applying some pressure to that tape with the iron, and what I like to do is just get it positioned, and then you can go back and go over it again just to make sure it really is stuck down, but just press rather than dragging the iron across the fabric. And obviously I'm doing this for a demonstration, so I'm not kind of being super accurate with my placement of it, but just showing you how it works and how it can help to really stabilise those areas in a really neat, professional way. So you can see there that has pressed really nicely around the curve. We do these mini irons and ironing boards on the website, by the way. They are quite handy for some of those fiddlier little tasks. But you can see there that's sitting really nicely around that curve. I've got the chain stitch there to support the fabric, and I could then go ahead and I'll just show you with the pen. I just want to sew this side of the stay stitching, of the chain stitching. So that's where I would want my seam to be. So if you want that to be 5/8, just get your tape measure and just position your tape accordingly. You can move it away slightly from the curve if you want to, but you want your stitching to be that side of those chain stitches. And then the last tape I want to talk to you about is this fusible seam tape. So this looks very similar to the fusible bias tape that we've just been working with. However, the fusible bias tape doesn't have any stretch in it. You know, those stitches are there to stop the fabric stretching. So it's for woven fabrics and it's designed to prevent things from stretching out. The fusible seam tape, on the other hand, is designed for stretch fabrics. So it's designed with stretch fabrics in mind, and therefore this tape will stretch. However, it will recover and it will maintain the shape and prevent the fabric from stretching out. So it applies in exactly the same way as the bias tape. We just iron it on, and I didn't think you needed to see me doing that again, but you can see I've put it around a curve here that's like a neckline or an armhole, and if I stretch the fabric, you can see it allows the fabric to stretch, which is important when we're using a stretch fabric. We do want the fabric to be able to stretch so that we can get the garment on and off again, but we don't want that fabric to stretch out of shape. And the tape, it's basically just stretch interfacing. It keeps everything as it should be, so it allows the fabric to stretch where it needs to, but it prevents it from stretching out of shape. Whereas if I show you the bias tape one that we did on the woven fabric, it won't stretch. It's designed to prevent the stretching from happening, whereas the interfacing, the seam tape, is designed to stretch and then recover. And again, we do that in black and white, and I think we might even have that in a sort of beigey colour as well. But all of these tapes and everything I've used today, they're all on our website, so you can find links in the description below. And then another little tip I just wanted to give you while we're on the subject of the seam tape is that we do also do a stretch interfacing by the metre on our website. We do this in black and white, and just because we're talking about necklines and armholes and things, this stretch interfacing, it works exactly the way as that seam tape I've just shown you. It's exactly the same. We do it in black and white, but you iron this onto your stretch fabric and it will allow your fabric to stretch as it needs to, but it will maintain the shape of the fabric and it will recover. And personally, I love using this on things like neckbands for jersey, t-shirts and dresses and things, because I think it gives it that little bit of extra structure, but it prevents everything from stretching out of shape as well. So just as a quick recap, Wonder Tape is your friend if you want to hold zips in place and buttons in place as you sew. Your fusible bias tape is the one that will prevent curves from stretching out of shape in areas like armholes and necklines, and can be used as an alternative to stay stitching on woven fabrics. And then seam tape is the stretchy one that you can use on stretch fabrics like knit or jersey, and it will allow the fabric to stretch as you move and put the garment on and off, but it will also make sure that those curves recover in the fabric and they don't stretch out of shape. So these tapes are only a small addition to your sewing kit, but they can make a huge difference, helping you to do some of those trickier tasks and achieve a neater, more professional finish more quickly and easily. I'll put links to everything I've shown you in the video in the description and to the tutorial I mentioned about the invisible zip. And I'd love to hear from you. Do you use any of these tapes? Or if you don't, which one are you tempted to give it a go first? I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.